For joining me and welcome to my channel. We're gonna do the weekly all signs right now because it's a day in which I think people need a little good tarot. I hope you guys are doing well today, and my thoughts are really with you for everybody who this situation is escalating for, be it in British Columbia or where I live with the surging cases right now, or in Washington State, or in Oregon, California, of course. My thoughts are with your families if you're in Greece, and with the people who have been displaced in the camps there. There's just news around the world that's really heavy right now, and I hope that you're staying upbeat and keep your chin up despite the fact that people who have lower standards are willing to use this opportunity in order to kind of bring their lower standards and play with them. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to get into it too much, but just know that we care about you. I wanted to say but I think we care about you, and I hope that you guys are proud, and I hope that you guys stand very, very strongly against the things that are happening. And it's very clear to see the writing on the wall about people and situations, and I hope that people pay attention to what's going on and not turn a blind eye and not turn the other cheek, because I think that there's energy out there that is banking. Banking means that they're betting on the fact that we will allow them to continue to do the horrible things that they are doing to us and exploit us as individuals. And I hope that you can see that higher level of things above whatever your personal issues are, because it is a bigger picture situation. Okay, so I love you guys all very much. If you want to know more, go to my Instagram. It seems as though I have been silenced for speaking up again, but you know what? I feel like if the reaction is so strong against what I'm saying, then I feel like I'm probably saying something right and somebody is inconvenienced by it, right? So what we need to do is form a dialogue that is non-discriminatory and yet keeps people accountable to the crap that they are saying. And look, this is glowing, so we know it's a good vibe. Tonight, I have to tell you guys, I'm under glow lights, okay, so you can see shadows, because I'm setting up my how do you say, grow up. I've been joking around about it. I don't know if you guys know, but I don't smoke weed or anything like that. But I have a little grow up that I've set up in my house. So there's a massive grow up light bulb over top because I don't have my lights figured out. And from the side, you'll see purple because that's there's plants growing on every single side. So I also want to show you guys this. One of my favorite little, let's talk about a little bit of an intro today. So what do you do when things are really tough? So for me, I couldn't get a pet right now. I really wanted a dog, but it's not to do with my lifestyle. I don't think that I'll have a consistent lifestyle in the next 13 years, 14 years. That's a dog's life. So if I were to have a dog, I would like to maintain consistency. I don't want to give it up. So I couldn't get a dog. So I started really exploring plants, and I love plants. And for a while I couldn't have plants. So now I have plants, and so that's why my nails are dirty sometimes and all these things are going on. So another little pleasure that I enjoy is crystal. So in Eastern Europe, crystal was always super chic, and crystal is glass with lead in it. And so it was always considered like really, really fancy, you know, really fancy and like culture stuff, right? Like people of high class used it, and before my time, especially like my grandmother's time, it was very, very expensive and very status connected. But it's beautiful, right? Like it grabs light and filters light in beautiful ways. So now in Canada, there's this discount store. I'm not going to name the name, but they sell European crystal for very, very inexpensive prices. So I love going to the store and like literally buying myself a little crystal here and there. And I want to show it to you guys. Literally under $10, and it's not, but it's really high quality crystal. And I put my air plant in it, so there you go. So it makes me happy. So maybe this can give you an idea of what makes you happy during stressful times. When people, listen, people are not at their best right now. So on top of, you know, the regular BS that people put forward, there's also the amped up reaction of being triggered and being even more aggressive, even more crappy, you know? And furthermore, people with whom we have good relations with, right? Then they can also be not at their best right now. So we're stuck between a rock and a hard place. So just a little reminder, you guys, keep it positive. You guys probably see me very vocal about things. Politics is a trigger for me because I really want the best for other people and I want people to know the truth. And I feel like mainstream media, for the most part, does not share the real truth of what's going on. So I feel like I've always been vocal. I've always, you know, been very vocal about these things. But what was the point? The point was that in these very stressful times, yes, crappy people become worse. They get more entitled and more predatory and even more hypocritical, or like just what are you thinking kind of level of response. But you guys have to like keep the energy up. And oh, what I was saying is I get pulled into these frustrations because I see people suffering, and it makes me angry because I feel like we're all suffering, and yet these people are still continuing to do things that hurt other people. And I believe there's certain foundations from which corruption is born: entitlement, privilege, power abuse, all sorts of different things, racism, appropriation. That's all the talk on the pick a card. The pick a card stuff isn't me complaining so much, but using my experience as a learning tool to share with others. So you see me pulled in time and again into these situations with these unfortunate events, and I'm sure you are as well. And I think it's very important to maintain these moments of pleasure or moments of good energy while other things around us might be bringing negative energy, such as our leaders in our countries. There's just so many levels to this. So maybe take a moment for yourself and think about, you know, what kind of things bring you joy, what kind of things bring you softness. Scorpiana said trying to be gentle. Yeah, what makes you feel gentle? What brings you a little bit of respite in your life? What gives you a little bit of relaxation? And try to use that energy to grow beyond everything that's going on. They will make us stink, right? And the point is that I'm trying to get at, and I'm saying it over and over again, why are people turning a blind eye? People who care, people who don't want these things to happen, why are we being shamed into complacency and telling to be quiet while the ignorant are the most vocal, are the most loud, and they are often propagating just as bad of an idea as the people we're criticizing. Many of us are moderates, like myself. I'm a moderate politically, which means that I just don't want people to be hurt. I want people to be happy, coexist, but I will not stand for abuse. I will not stand for appropriation. I will not stand for prejudice. And I think that the problem, initially I didn't talk about this so much because in order to speak about racism, for example, you have to check yourself to make sure you're not saying something prejudicial. Right? So a lot of people get scared about that, and rightfully so, because it comes with like a you know, it feels like to talk about these issues is very intimidating. And I feel like we need to. And I think we need to call a spade and be honest about it. We need to be honest within our minority communities about how other people in our communities are behaving, and keep everyone accountable, not along racial lines, but along the lines of fairness and truth. So we're up against a lot. Jupiter's gone direct right now, so I guess this is me channeling Jupiter for you guys. Have a little bit of fun. Don't let shit slide, but have that moment of respite and joy and pleasure. And don't let people be, we need to stop letting people do bad stuff, you know? So this is the last thing I'll say and we'll do the reading. There was a spill of oil. I thought it was Madagascar, but it's the Mauritius Islands, right? And it was a tanker that was owned by a Japanese company, driven by, I think, an Israeli, sorry if I'm wrong about that, captain, and they dumped that oil tanker in the middle of the ocean, and it flooded the Mauritius habitat with oil, and there's no accountability for it. And then this little island state is left to clean up this massive mess. And this is the extreme example of what we're talking about. And it's not cool to talk about it because we want to be light and bright and happy. But the reality of it is, it's us turning a blind eye to bad situations and bad actors. That's the perfect way to call it. Turning a blind eye to bad situations and bad actors within all of our communities. You know, it doesn't matter where they're from or what their ethnicity is. We need to call out bad actors, keep them accountable, and stop the nonsense, because right now the west coast of America is burning like never before. And just tonight, 5 minutes after sunset, I didn't see the sun today because of the fumes from Washington State and Oregon, but it was almost dark because and I live in Canada. I live, let's say 500 kilometers from the American border, 300 miles or so. So all this smoke from Oregon and from Washington State is reaching us. I'm not inconvenienced by this, but I feel so much sympathy for the people in Washington State and Oregon and all the animals affected. Imagine how many animals have perished in these fires. And so it's important for us to take heed and stop being nice about it. And it's up to us to call a spade, because the entitlement and the narcissism is out of control. And people, it's so bad that the narcissists are cheering themselves on and laughing about it. It's like a spoiled child that has not been corrected. That's all I'll say. And I hope it motivates you to be a little tougher this week, okay? So why don't we get into the reading? I feel great. I hope you feel great too. And please like, comment, and subscribe to make the energy real, because I am trying to make the world a better place, right? I hope you guys see that in the stuff that I'm talking about, all right? So today we're going to do compass reading using the Lenormand. And then I have the Gilded, this is a new one, Gilded Tarot Royale. I've wanted this deck for a while, but it was like a special edition for a minute, so I didn't get it, but now I got it. So it's actually comes out really well. I really recommend it. It's a general deck. If you're a new reader, really it's a straightforward deck, right, like the Rider-Waite, and it's really well established. And you guys, and because I am getting, how do you say this? I'm getting pushed back for the things that I'm saying. And nothing I'm saying is problematic. Well, it's problematic for the people that are benefiting from it being unfair. But the fact that, you know, you guys need to comment alongside me and you need to like the videos so that they grow. And you guys have been so good at that. But if you're watching a video, watch it through to the end. Leave a like, leave a comment. I would really, really appreciate it. And Lenora, just to break it up, I know it's 15 minutes. I don't care. It's Sunday, but it's, shoot, we're, you know, in quarantine. So Yes, Lenora, it is ladybugs. I don't know if you guys love, but I love ladybugs, and yeah. So we'll keep it moving. We'll keep it nice. We'll keep it ladylike. There's no foul play here, and I love all of you guys. Some of you guys are like my daily supporters, and I appreciate you guys so much. And all the creators, all the tarot creators and astrology creators and spirituality creators that respect my intellectual property and respect what I'm saying and send me messages or leave me likes and show yourselves in some way. I know it's an intimidating thing for some of you guys to be very vocal about it, but I freaking appreciate you because I see it. So, you know, we need more people to be very truthful and not just lobbying for their self-interest. Do you know what I mean? Like, more of us need to be honest in our personal lives and in our public lives and stop selling out ourselves, our communities, our world, our environment for a few bucks, for a little money, and not thinking about the consequences of stuff, because the consequences are showing up right now. God's knocking on our door and is saying, screw you, you got this wonderful opportunity and you're messing it up. Okay, so I'm not going to complain anymore. So I hope this is like, you know, a little bit of a, but the point is, enjoy, like, find little things of pleasure and enjoy your little ladybugs and live a little bit of a good life. Protect your heart, protect your mind. I feel like if you're watching this, and those of you who watch this a lot, I think probably most of you are very caring people from what I can tell. And I think we need to be strong and take value in that, because that's a very valuable thing, that you care about other people, you care about me, you care about the environment, you care about other people. I just think that you should be proud of that, okay? So now I'm going to get Venus in Cancer, so you know, I get emotional. Anyway, so Jessica, hi. So one of my moderators, I call them the managers because I just think it's hilarious. So Scorpiana dislikes everyone equally. I like saying that too, but okay, so let's begin. Okay, and of course, you know, in Australia, we're going to be seeing more fires probably this winter / their summer. And so this problem is everywhere. Scorpiana's from Australia. And we can't keep taking these hits, and we have to stop this this tirade of the greedy over all of our stuff and manipulating us. So if the politics really doesn't bother you, Twitter is probably the place where you will hear me say the most of this stuff. The really important stuff I say usually on Instagram, and then if it really needs to be said to the masses, then I say it here. You know, you guys are awesome, every single one of you, and just that's all I have to say about that. Okay, you know, when I say that's all I have to say about that, who knows where I got that from? It's a saying from a movie, and I love that movie, the concept of the movie, if anything. But I say it a lot if you guys don't notice. I laugh when I say it. So we have Capricorn first. Okay, straight up. Okay, so there we go. I just don't understand where it became cool to be phony, you know, and parade around in your disingenuous behavior. It's not cool. And those of you guys who are Gen Z who happen to find my video, I know you guys care a lot about this kind of stuff, and I think many of you guys are mad with our generation that we didn't take good care. Like, I'm the millennial Gen Z cusper, and I know that you guys are mad with us for not, you know, doing our fair due diligence. And trust me, when I was 20, I was looking around at everyone my age and being like, we're screwed. These people are dumb, and so many people like this, entitled, narcissistic, willing to crap on anyone to get theirs. That's my message for Gen Z. I feel you guys, and I think that you guys need to, I see so many wonderful channels on YouTube by Gen Zers who are just like putting out content that's so critical and discursive, and they're questioning stuff. And I think you guys don't be shy. Keep doing it. Talk amongst yourselves, all of that stuff. Okay. So Jane got it. Forrest Gump. And that's all I have to say about that. So quote your sources. Okay. So we have Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Welcome. If you're doing the time cap, set it for 20 minutes, okay? 2014 or whatever it was. Okay, Capricorn. Let's take a look. There's nothing wrong with being a millennial. There's nothing wrong with being a Gen Z, a Gen X, Gen Z, any generation. But if you're Gen X or a millennial, or if you're a boomer, you know what I'm talking about. You know about the BS that you saw around you growing up, that people were accepting. The fact that on TV in the 80s, 90s, there was never an interracial couple. How about that, right? So, you know what I'm talking about. I'm not calling out the generations. I'm just saying that there's been a lot of hypocrisy and we need to kind of cut it out now, okay? All right. Okay. So Capricorn. So I don't get an angry reading for Capricorn. I'm just going to focus and read. So I love you guys. Let's do this. It's going to take a while. So rock and roll. Maybe we should put down 7 cards so you guys can focus on the order first. So 7 cards, 7 days, right? Monday through Sunday. Or you guys can choose your own order or your own questions. Let's keep it moving. Let's keep it flexible. Okay. So that's 7 for Capricorn. Oh, I'll tell you guys another pleasure before we start. Do you see this shirt? I got it at, oh shoot, what's the store? I got it at a really fancy store for really, really cheap, and I find pleasure in that. When you find a shirt you really, really like, I love stripes. So I got this at, I don't know, just a pretty fancy, the high-end version of the Gap, whatever that's called. So, hey girl, hey, how about that? All right. And I got it a long time ago. Yes. All right. Capricorn, what's coming up for you? Ooh, okay. So Capricorn's going to have a week of financial success, business success. Look out for business success, progress, those kinds of things. Then we have the ring below. You're forming a commitment towards, sorry about the light. Yeah, we're going to have to figure this out. Okay. So basically you're going to have to figure out I'm going to have to figure out the light. You're going to have to figure this out. Okay. So there's an increase in commitment for you, Capricorn, and that's probably correlated with business success at this time. What's coming in for you is a man. Okay, Capricorn, who's knocking on your door. So somebody's reaching out for you, dear. And then and you need to make a decision. This is the compass. So this is the card that kind of inspired this reading. The name, because I figured out the reading and then I didn't know how to explain it to you guys. So this is the compass reading, and this is the compass card. Capricorns, you guys have to make a decision. There's a man coming in, but there's a close-knit connection, and then also a lot of business success that's up for you this week, okay? First, number 1, so this is again, okay, so enough of the lonely road, Capricorn. You're going in a new direction, and I think that your time being alone is coming to an end if you are. So you're heading towards connectivity, more deeper connections and bonds. On the second day, this is Monday or day 1, general theme of the week is close-knit ties with people. Then we have the 10 of Swords. Okay, Tuesday, you're going to have to let something go, Capricorn, in order to get what you want, okay? Let go of an idea that's outdated, probably an expectation that you can live without. And then we have the 10 of Pentacles. Tens, you're ending a cycle, Capricorn, double tens. Wednesday, day 3, loyalty, trust. It feels like a relationship is really, really solidifying for you. Then on Thursday, day 4, Libra, justice. So it's the cards are saying pushing you to make a decision. Like you have to make a decision about what you're committed to, about what your values are, and what you're gonna really make your life about now. So you're getting the go ahead to do that. You have the 2 of Swords next. And so look at this card. Oh, I love it. Okay, so we have this decision that you have to make, Capricorn. You have this massive decision that you have to make, a deliberation between options. This is a situation in which you're making your bed. You know when people say you are going to sleep in the bed that you've made? This is the situation right now. Then we have the Eight of Pentacles. You know this. You have to work for what you are seeking to achieve. And then we have the Knight of Cups. Okay, so this could be towards you. So you might wait until day 7 or Sunday to hear from him. If you're wondering whether he's going to reach out, it does look like somebody's reaching out to you with a cup of love. Somebody's offering you something. But this is also you committing your heart towards something. So let's say that you want to, I don't know, go to school and study something, and it's a commitment. Maybe you want to be a doctor, right? So let's say you want to be a doctor, or maybe you are a doctor and now you want to specialize on a certain path. The time is ripe to go in this direction, but you have to put your whole heart into it. That's what it's saying. So I hope you guys appreciate that. Okay, so next sign. So this was good, right? I hope you guys are enjoying this, and thanks for coming out. It's pretty late here. It's 8:30, so I know for some of you guys it's late. For Scorpiana in Australia, it's pretty early, Monday morning. So, or Monday afternoon, right? It's probably 1 p.m. in Australia right now. We're filming at 8:30. Okay, rock and roll. So we have Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Let's rock and roll and see this sign. Okay, I love my Aquarians. I'm getting really good vibes for Aquarius. I think you guys are on a good path. I think things are moving along really quickly for you guys. And yeah, look forward for that. Look forward to that, excuse me. Okay. Full moon is in Aries, right? Aries right now? Aries, hold on. Aries, right? Full moon in Aries in a couple days. Okay. All right. Aquarians. Oh, shoot. I need to give you guys your cards. See, I started thinking. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong about the full moon, if it's in Aries. I think it must be in Aries because the last one was, because we're in, oh no, it'll be in Pisces again. Rock and roll. Okay. Because it's, yeah, Pisces full moon. Oh, hello. Let's get weird. Okay, this is going to be a good week. That's why it's such a passionate reading, because the full moon is in a couple days. So I'm already feeling that water vibe. So hopefully it'll start raining on the West Coast. So if you guys want to make spells or anything, especially Aquarians and stuff, or anyone, make spells for rain right now on the West Coast so that it clears out these fires. If we all do it, there's a good chance it'll work, okay? Sorry for the chattiness. I have pent up energy from thinking about everything, you know? It's, yeah, it's serious stuff, right? Okay. But we can win, and there's a bunch of people watching live. A ton of people watch this. There's other people, creators like me, that care, and I think that our value is stronger than the opposition, the people who are just charlatans out for money. There's a lot of caring people out there, and I think we need to focus on that. I think we need to focus on the strong people in our communities, right? The people here who are legitimate and who are genuine, and yeah, all that. That's the Aquarian message too, because Aquarians, you guys are the Lone Rangers. Yeah, Lone Rangers, the renegades. Okay, sorry. So, okay, that's the burden of the Aquarius. Like you rock and roll and you go until you realize the things that must be addressed, you know, like there's things for you this week that come to pass that you will in some way are responsible for, and you will not turn a blind eye. Like your heartstrings. I'm kind of channeling your energy doing this, right? Then we have the things you commit to, the things you care about, Aquarius, are where your roots are going to end up. So you just don't be afraid of the burdens and the responsibilities, because those burdens are going to turn into roots, and they're going to grow deep, and they're going to be really nice. I'll show you guys my propagation station. At the beginning of quarantine, this is an Aquarian joke, I was saying isolation station propagation. And it's so ironic that I'm propagating plants no, because I'm isolated, but I'm also propagating plants like crazy. And I've never really done that much of that. So rock and roll. Okay, so things are going to start coming into focus. Isolation station, you have to look back on my tweets. Isolation station propagation or something. Yeah, propagation isolation station, that's it. It's funny. Rock and roll, you guys. I never thought it would be plants. I just thought I would be getting it, if you know what I'm saying, but that's not happening yet, so we'll see. We'll see where that goes, ladies. Maybe I'll propagate some plants and then I'll propagate some other things. All right. So, Aquarian jokes for you guys. Sorry if you're watching and you're offended. All right, so we have the tree below, the cross up front, and then we have the mask. I think you're understanding a situation on a better level, Aquarius, and I think you're going to figure out where to, maybe not this week entirely, but you're figuring out where the home is. Like, heart is where the home is. You're really getting clear on that. I have a feeling that you're feeling apprehension towards the burdens and responsibilities, but I think that what's going to happen is that those burdens and responsibilities are actually going to contribute to your growth, to your rooting, to your strength in your life, okay? First card is for the week. So it's a long-term week for you guys. Like, nothing's going to happen this week. Well, maybe something will happen, but more importantly, I feel like there is a long-term perspective. You're thinking about the long term, where things will go. Then we have the 5 of Cups. You have to get over your feelings, Aquarius. Tuesday, day 2 of feeling bad about breaking away, going your own way. Don't be an apologist for what you need to do right now. And I think you need to really focus on where that root chakra, it feels like you're working through your root chakra a lot right now. So just go where that is, okay? Then we have the Hanged Man. Okay, this is ruled by Neptune. Okay, so some things are delayed. You want to go fast, you know, as an Aquarian moon. Oftentimes I find myself ahead of the curve, and I have to sort of I have to in some way wait for everybody to catch up. Like with tarot readings, I was waiting for years. I wasn't consciously waiting, but I look back now and I was waiting for video stream to come along. We were missing that piece. So you're also waiting for something. That's what the disappointment is. You want to move fast into a situation, but life is kind of forcing you to go slow. It's only because you're so fast, Aquarius. And then we have the Thursday, day 4, 8 of Cups. Okay, so it just feels like your mind is on a long-term thing, whereas life right now is not giving over these opportunities for you in the way that you want. You may feel senses of disillusionment or waiting, or even kind of disconnection, apathy, right? Feeling like disassociation, that's the word I'm looking for, from the desires that you have. Don't lose faith in what you want, because this is telling us you're going to get everything that you want. It's just the timing is a little bit weird, okay? Right now, 9 of Swords. I really feel like this week, Aquarius, you are contending with, in some way, wanting to move faster towards a goal than you are being allotted. But this is the foundation card for this week, 7 of Pentacles, which means that you are essentially going where you will need to be, and everything is slowly coming in for you. Just take its time. Then we have the Justice card, Libra, and this is for Saturday. By Saturday, Saturn day, okay, Saturday, right? Day of Saturn, day of balance, day of order, and you will receive, your karma is going to shift. So a little bit of a scratching your head through the week. Saturday, there's going to be a shift in which you start, the karma balances out, okay? And then we have the moon, Pisces moon on Cancer moon. We have on Sunday. There's a dilemma here, Aquarius. By the end of the week, you're going to be much more on your path to where you are going. But the dilemma that you're facing is that interpersonal dilemma about making a choice, pulling the trigger on what you want, pulling the trigger, and in some way, how do you say, it's like my experience with the dog. It's like telling your dog that you have to in some way leave it in a kennel or something, you know, or with a sitter, because it's like you feel sympathy for the people or the sentient beings that your choices will invariably affect, and you feel this, your heartstrings are being pulled. So you're going big places, I feel, but I feel like this is like a week in which some of the tough questions come up, and it has nothing to do with where you're going. Where you're going is sort of set. It's the interpersonal things that are hard for you to accept or hard for you to tell other people about. There's this feeling of, you know, making the hard choice and then telling other people about it. Okay, but you're gonna do fine, and these are formative moments, which means they're important moments for you to kind of, you know, go do that. Okay, that got really emphatic. I'm sorry. Okay, so we have Libra next. I think Libra's gonna have a big week this week. Libra, you're in your moment. We're right before Libra season. I really hope this Libra season is going to be big. I hope you hit a home run for your Libra season. Right now, the sun is in your 12th house. So it has this feeling of, where have I been this year? You know, and what has happened this year? But as your birthdays start, you're going to have a reset, and it's going to really propel you in a good direction. So 7 cards for Libra. Okay, sun, moon, and rising. And if you want to watch North Node, you know, that's not a bad one. Okay, we have 7 cards for the week, 7 days of the week. All right. Okay, so let's first look at our compass and see where we're going. So we have the garden. You're going to have many opportunities. That's what I get for you, Libra. Flexibility of the mind is super important. That it may not be exactly what you're gunning for, but there's going to be a lot of even better opportunities ahead of you from which you will choose. And you have to be smart about it, the fox. Saying be cunning, be wise. You know, foxes are very skittish. So, you know, you come up in a fox, in a how do you say, in a environment, in the wild, they'll run away. They're the most skittish. They're cunning. They're skittish, and they're very good predators. They're very, very effective predators. So, you know, be like the fox. The fox is not tied to any place and time. And they will move very quickly if they have to do what they have to do. And so it's telling you to be selective and be flexible with whatever's coming and respond to that well. And then we have the scythe, which is a change coming in for you, possibly an end. And something bad is coming to an end for you, Libra. So the clouds are turning to sun. Hopefully that's the sign of rain coming for the West Coast. But I do feel like a situation that had you held back is coming to an end, and now more opportunities will come in. We have the 9 of Swords. So this is something, Libra, that has been very difficult for you. A period of suffering is coming to an end, that's for sure. And now you are getting out of a problem, out of like your, how do you say, wiggling your way out of a situation. And it was something that you thought, you know, you thought it was the end. You thought it was like a situation was gonna really tank your situation or do something really bad. Okay, so we have the Strength card, Leo coming in. Somebody with a lot of heart, a lot of like very kind feelings is coming into your life. Emphatic energy, maybe a Leo energy, just a lot of throwing a lot of love towards you, okay? Then we have the Judgment card, a big decision for you on Wednesday or day 3. It's all about your decisions. Act very quickly, Libra, this week. So if something's no bueno, if something's not good, then you should probably cut it out almost immediately. If something's not doing you, not being healthy or good towards you, don't feed it. Okay, then you have the Ten of Swords. Big decision. I don't think you like making it, but I think it's the decision, like, rip off that band-aid. It's time to get rid of it and start being brave and exploring the possibilities in your future. Then we have the Eight of Pentacles, Sun in Virgo on day 5, Friday. Work hard on Friday. Apply your skills. You will see good outcomes. And then we have the Four of Pentacles. Okay, so this is Sun in Capricorn on Saturday. Sun in Capricorn on Saturday. How do you say this? I think that you should control your energy on Saturday. I think that, like, if people call you to come outside to socialize, or you should be more guarded and not expand your energy outward. You know, like, don't use your energy on Saturday. Rest and conserve. And then we have the Three of Pentacles. So work on Sunday. That's why you have to rest on Saturday. Feels like a work-filled weekend. You make a decision, Libra, and it's time for you to apply your efforts to see the outcome you want. Okay? That's going to be very productive. And remember, the garden here with the fruits of your labor are waiting for your effort, and then they will procure for you good outcomes. Okay? So say goodbye to the past and embrace the future. Good future ahead, kid. Okay. I was going to say kid, but I fumbled it. Okay. So next we have Aries. We have, like, cardinal signs right up front. Hey, we had Capricorn. We just didn't have Cancer. Cancer's like, why didn't you pick us? I'm like, it's a dice. Okay. But Cancer, I think your reading's going to get emotional. I think we're just getting the like, my speech today at the beginning was very cardinal energy, hey? And I don't have many placements in cardinal signs. I'm a fixed sign person, like Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius the most, and Virgo. So, but that's mutable. So this cardinal energy, that's like really, like, the writing on the wall is right there, you know, saying, like, it is what it is. If you didn't watch the beginning, watch it. For the beginnings, I don't put commercials, so that if somebody wants to just watch that part, it's non-commercial, it's commercial free. Okay. All my beginnings are commercial free. Okay. Okay. And usually I put one reading in to the whole thing that's commercial free as well. The first one. So Capricorn, congratulations. All right. But it's not that big of a deal, is it? All right. So now Aries. Hi, guys. Good energy from Aries. I think that how do you say this? You care about people differently than other people. So I feel like you have your own feelings towards others. And I think that you should nurture that. So if you love somebody and all your friends don't like them, I think that you should continue that love. It's pure, it's unfiltered, and I think that that's the way to go, Aries. Okay, so there you go. You have that loyalty connection. It just flew out of my hand. You guys didn't see it, but really that loyalty connection towards someone, don't question it now. So this is the compass part. So and somebody new coming in. So we have the rider, or an important message about something. I feel like you sense this great sentiment towards someone, and I feel like that's challenged by your environment, either your friends or whatever else. Good luck coming in. You know, good, how do you say, good feelings towards others. Good intentions towards others. Like, if you always wish someone really well, those things do add up as well, and that's good karma. So if you see somebody struggling and you're like, I hope they do okay, they're a really nice person, if you're really loyal to them, even if you don't know them, like, let's say it's, I don't know, let's say it's Miley Cyrus, because I saw her song The Midnight Sky, which is bomb. It's so great. Let's say I love Miley Cyrus. I think she's a fabulous singer, and I think she's a wonderful songwriter. She's in a class of her own. And I'm not a pop fan, but I think she's bomb. She's like my pick of the litter. Like, she's my favorite. Anyway, so if you see Miley Cyrus and you're like, I hope she rocks. I hope she does so well. And you have that loyalty towards this person from your heart. That's also good karma, guys. So you have good karma coming in from your really positive and loyal sentiment towards someone. And I feel like it's almost against the curve. I think it's like almost against the opinions of people around you or the world in general. And then we have business success. I just think that your loyalty is translating into a lot of worldly success, a lot of progress. You know what's good, and you're not easily persuaded from what is good. There was this Twitter astrologer who I've seen come through with very questionable tweets about, like, which sign is what. And they said that Aries are duplicitous. Let me know in the comments what you think about that. Because, like, in terms of, like, being dishonest or manipulative, I'm like, Aries ain't it. Like, they'll tell you how they feel about you, right? So you have this sort of energy that genuineness is coming through. So your week is Two of Wands. You're seeing something. Maybe you're recognizing your feelings towards someone, and you're like getting really situated within those feelings. You're like, yeah, I really care about this person. Day 2, Tuesday, we have the Queen of Pentacles, Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. I feel like you're getting pressured by someone to not like someone else. I think that messenger might be somebody who's there's good messages coming in for you this week, and there are messages that distract from what you know to be true, okay? Hi, Bronzy. And then we have the Sun on Wednesday. And so Wednesday Sun, keep going. Don't be persuaded away from what you believe. Don't be persuaded about what's in your heart. It will turn into success, and it will turn to good things. Last Judgment. And I think I see you making that decision. This is Thursday. I think that in some way you are getting more attached to your feelings for someone or for something. And I think that you're getting more critical of anyone who's been distracting you away from that, okay? And then we have the Page of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, secondary transits, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. But this can be any sign. When you really open your heart towards something, then I feel like the universe answers. And it's Venus Day, Friday, right here coming at you. So your mirror, right? So put in that, who cares what they think? What is in your heart is going to translate directly into success and positive outcomes. 6 of Cups, Sun and Scorpio on Saturday. You're a magnet for loyalty, friendship this week. And it's all about tuning in the rules of other people, tuning out the rules of other people and going with your gut, going with who you care about despite what people say. And then the Page of Swords, Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra. Sunday, they're going to put up a stink again. So that's that messenger. Oh, okay. So because I got the download for you, Aries, before even the cards. So I was like, there's two. She's the positive one. She's the one who's encouraging you. This person is discouraging you. Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra, Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn, or any sign who is in some way discouraging you from what you feel. And I think it's time that you don't have to argue about it, Aries. You're just going to know in your heart. You're going to get more. I always say this to you guys, when people say things that are opposite to what we think, don't be so upset about that. That in some way is just teaching you how you feel about a situation, because if you really disagree with what you hear, then you know what's in your heart more. So in some way they're doing you a service, whether they're applauding you or whether they're telling you to cut something out. If your response is like, no way, I love this, right? Then you know even more what you want. I think this week for you, Aries, is really heart-centered, really heart chakra. If they say discouraging things and you give it up, then there's something within you that needed to give it up, okay? But I don't think that's the way. I think you're getting more comfortable or more committed to the fact that you want something. Okay. All right. That was intense. All the readings are big. Okay. Taurus. What's that? Pisces full moon. Jeez. Okay. So we have the Taurus, sun, moon, and rising. Let's rock and roll. Let's take a look at Taurus. So we have fixed signs and cardinal signs straight on the uptake, right? We're starting off. Aw, Scorpiana's the Page of Swords. She's like, why do I feel the ooh when you say emotions? Sorry. So Sarah's channeling something. Sarah, DM me on IG or Twitter and then I'll read your post. She wrote a post that was very similar on all these things. Sarah's from British Columbia as well, so those of us who agree on, we're motivated by what's going on here, and I think that, yep. So she's probably has a similar perspective. Okay, remember British Columbia is little, so when we see bad things going on, it really stands out because we have a population of 3 million people. So you can see the bad actors really clearly, whereas like in big places like America, they sort of disappear into the crowd. So we do have the opportunity to see those things more clearly here. So, okay. So now we're going to do Taurus, sun, moon, and rising. Something to do with painting being important for you at this time. So we have goals towards home, goals towards home. I get 2 sets of goals for Tauruses. Some Tauruses, the home is like buying a house. For some Tauruses, the home is where the heart is, figuring out like, I need to get home to my family. A lot of people, I met some people during the beginning in March of quarantine, and the woman was from Italy and the man was from India, and they were locked in Canada, right? Because nobody could leave, and they were so like missing their families, right? So this type of situation is also reminding people like, this is where home is, right? Now it's not so liberal. Now it's not so easy peasy, go wherever you want easy. Now it's like, oh, when I go, it may not be so easy to come back. So it's like, you know, back in the day, people would ring the bell, you know, at the homestead. So people were on the farms and they were farming, and the homestead, somebody was like ringing the bell to bring everybody home. It's situations like this that ring the bell for us and remind us like, where is home, who's important, that kind of stuff. So I'm getting 2 things. For some of you, you're setting goals to buy a house, Tauruses, and some of you guys, that bell is ringing and you want to get home. Then we have the mice below the surface. And so I think that you've been living in your life amongst situations, and I think that you're seeing, like, you want substance in your life. And so I feel like, yeah, so you want substance in your life, and I feel like you are more and more disenchanted with people and situations that are not stable. Ooh, we have the sexy man. Taurus is getting the D. Hey girl, hey. Okay, so also like a big attraction towards someone, bringing someone in your life, wanting someone, you know, wants a little isolation station, propagation isolation station, the Tauruses, you guys do. So there could be somebody coming in, or you could be really, you know, wanting that. You're going to take a risk. Okay, cool. So, okay. So you know what you have going on around you is you have things going on around you that are, how do you say this? They're not as good as the real deal. That's the thing Tauruses know, what's good, you know, you guys know what's good. And so you've been going along with it. It's like being in a place where there's no food from your home country, you know, and the food there is fine, it's great, but it's not any gołąbki, it's no pierogies, you know, it's no, I don't know, kapusta. I'm saying Polish ones, but like we all have our food that hits the gut. And so I feel like when push comes to shove, Taurus this week, you're willing to take a risk because you realize that you're living off of frozen dinners and you're missing that good home cooking or whatever hits the heart. Okay, that bell is ringing for you. Okay, so your general energy, so Knight of Cups, again, lead with the heart. Who is the first person who we read for? This showed up for someone else as well. I think there's going to be a lot of people who this shows up for. That's it, Diane. Get out of my reading. No pierogies. Get out. I'm just kidding. Sacrilegious. Okay. So, enough joking around. So, we have the Knight of Cups. Okay, so I feel like a lot of people are going to have this like heart reaction. And it means that like you have to, like you need to do something. That's what I was getting from this. It's like even take a risk to get to where your heart is, where you're going, you know, all of that stuff. You need to, like you feel the urge to go. The second day Tuesday, ooh, Taurus, see? I hope it's not a hookup, you guys. I hope it's something real. I hope it's the real deal, Holyfield. Okay, again, there is dirt under my nails because I was playing with dirt. Okay, we know this. All right, so Ace of Cups Tuesday. I think you're just maybe an emotional risk for you this week. Wednesday, we have the Devil. This is starting to look like a hookup. Listen, I'm getting the message. If it's a hookup, I would be very, very careful, Tauruses. This is a week for your heart. Like I said, remember, I was channeling this stuff, like microwave dinners, all this stuff you don't need. You don't want a microwave dinner relationship. So if this is what's coming up, you stay away from that, Taurus. Even though you might be tempted to take a risk, that's going to steal time out of your life. You want to bank on the home. You want to, if there's two people you're deciding about between, then decide for the one that's the home and heath of the fire energy. And then we have the Seven of Pentacles. Decide for the long term. Okay? Decide for the long term. Don't give up. In these hard times, it's hard to stay motivated, but I think your heart really is yearning. You will not satisfy yourself with temporal, lusty love. You will not satisfy. Oh, I had some cabbage rolls, okay? And that's a Polish food. Speaking of our food thing, and I had some cabbage rolls from the supermarket, and I've had acid reflux ever since. And so it's like, you can't do that. You have to have food that is good. You have to have relationships that are good, or you'll have acid reflux or God knows what STD, and just stay away. Okay, so we have or emotional suffering, that's even worse. So we have the Three of Pentacles. Okay, so working hard, double down. You can achieve where you're going, Taurus. Take a big risk. Take a big leap of faith. You will go in a good direction. Saturday, Three of Swords. It's pushing you, Taurus, to take that risk, take that leap. You're just going to have to, life is pushing you to go for what you want. And if it's telling someone that you care for them, that so be it. If it is to remove yourself from a bad situation, so be it. You have to be tough now. Your heart is saying, you gotta go. You gotta go do this. And Six of Swords. So I just feel like you're taking a big step this week, Taurus. And I think that it's towards the home. And even if the outcome isn't immediately what you want, the outcome is in that direction, right? So don't worry about the outcome just yet. Just go where life is telling you what you want and life is telling you what you don't want. And I think that you should listen. Okay. I know, Diane, I was just kidding because I thought you were kidding with me. It's all good. All right. But if anybody tells me no pierogies, listen, you're shadow banned right there. I'm just kidding. All right. Okay, so next we have Capricorn. Cancer. Oh, there we go. All the cardinal signs are up. So something big, just you guys, for everybody who's watching, and we'll do one big reading at the end, like a collective. But since all the cardinal signs came up first, my hunch is that something big is happening this week. Hi, Cancer. Welcome. So. Okay, so 7 cards. Sorry, I just wanted to give it a good shuffle. How are you guys liking these cards? I really like them, hey? They're nice. Yeah, Cancer, let's see. I told you guys, Mars retrograde in Aries, everything's orange in the sky, right? Man, oh man. Cancer energy, you feel probably pretty disconnected from everything that's going on right now. You feel like WTF? WTF? You're like probably like, what's going on, you guys? And so much so you feel like you've stepped into the Twilight Zone or something. Like you're in a different, like, La La Land. It's like, oh, woo woo in here. And you're like, who are these people? Like you feel everybody's a reptilian, you know? It's like, yeah. Okay. All right, let's rock and roll. Okay, so we have the key, Cancer. Okay, wonderful. So this means like a new opportunity is opening for you guys this week. New door, new direction, right? Here's a key for you guys. I bought this from a friend of mine. That's why I keep that tag onto it. But there's the skeleton key for you guys. We'll put it right here for good luck. Ooh, X marks the spot. Hey, Cancer. There we go. Then we have the scythe. Okay, you're cutting cords. You're cutting cords, cutting ties, removing the past. There's a woman who's very important in your life right now. Somebody's missing you, and somebody's welcoming you back in. Oh, and another woman. Oh, okay. Okay. So there's a bond between women that's forming. A bond, and I feel as though they've had a murky past. And that murky past is being chopped off, like gone to the, and that's where their relationship was always supposed to go. Okay. Oh, potato dumplings. That is pizza. P-Y-Z-Y. Pizza. You have good taste, my friend. Okay. I like the fruit ones. So we have the, sorry, we're just talking from Cancer. We're having a conversation from the Taurus reading, which was essentially me talking about Polish food. Okay. 9 of Wands. We have, okay. So Cancer, okay. It feels like there was a rift between you and someone else, a friend, a family member, or a lover if you're same sex. But I feel like 2 people felt in some way, you know, separated, and there was bad feelings or bad juju between them, and there was that distance, and I feel like that's beginning to break this week. So good stuff for that. And of course that full moon for you, Cancer, is in your 9th house. So if this is someone who is far away from you, don't exclude them from this scenario, right? Here is the next message. We have the 10 of Cups. I think that like blood is thicker than water. Things are improving. Blood is thicker than water. It feels like the foundation of your relationship is overcoming the hurdles. Okay. And if this is in your love situation, maybe you're changing your perspective on somebody. Maybe your approach to them is changing and you're welcoming them in. That door is opening for you with a different perspective. Maybe you were just, how do you say, had lust in your heart for someone, and then maybe there's a new version of you that's more love oriented towards them that's coming out, and you're making that connection. Or maybe that's their feelings towards you. 3 of Cups, Wednesday. So yeah, outcomes coming in, good outcomes, new energy coming in. And then we have On Thursday, the Two of Wands, change in perspective. That's what I was trying to say. Change in perspective from one thing to another. In one essence, maybe you were quite superficial for a minute about a situation. You didn't think about it too deeply, and now you're thinking about it in a more deep way. Okay, Two of Wands. Then we have the Strength card. Okay, that's Leo on Friday. Passion pulling you towards someone. This to me is looking straight at that key. So you see the perspective, and that's coming into focus this week. Things coming in, something that you didn't think you could have, now you feel like you can. And then we have Saturday, boom, Cancer, Venus in Cancer, Two of Cups. Hey girl, hey, high five, Saturday. So you have been loyal towards someone for a very long time. That loyalty is going to pay off. There's a payoff to your emotional loyalty. Whatever you have chosen to, you have in some way, how do you say, like cut things out. And so I feel like that is like Saturday, right, is in some way you're reaping the consequences, but positive consequences of your faith and loyalty, saying no to the bad things and waiting for the right ones. Your patience is a virtue. We have the Page of Wands. And so your life's going to pick up next weekend. Saturday, big heart opening day. And then on Sunday, I feel like a new adventure. Look at this little, is that a cardinal? That's a cardinal, right? The little red bird. I'm not too great with look at him. He's so cute. Okay, so new adventure for you, Cancer. I wouldn't say this is a sign, like a person, Sag, Leo, or Aries, but it is somebody coming in, any sign, just seeking adventure. The key, like open the door to the secret garden. Hey, there's a song by Madonna called The Secret Garden. Maybe you should listen to it. That's what I mean. But I'm not going to say it here too much. Madonna, hey, she's been around a long time. The Queen of Pop. Okay, so good for her. Yeah, okay. So Secret Garden by Madonna. Cancer, go. Listen, get inspired. Okay, all right. So anyway, it came and gone. I think Cancer overall, like I said, you feel very disconnected with what's happening in the world, what's happening around you in general. And I feel like this is just what's going on for you right now. But in terms of how you feel towards the bigger picture, it's WTF moment. And it's not in your personal life, it's just your opinion on everything, because it's just so out of whack, right? Okay, next sign, Pisces. Pisces full moon, here we go. Rock and roll, Pisces, let's get weird. All right, so 7 cards for Pisces. Okay, so 7 cards for Pisces. Let's rock and roll with this ish. And members, I'm going to post the rest of those relationship compatibility readings tomorrow. It got really smoky here, so I had to do a bunch of like last minute outdoor stuff before it starts raining the smoke. Okay, so, and that's why I'm doing this reading tonight, because it felt like a good Sunday night get together, late night pillow talk. Who remembers pillow talk, guys? All right, let's rock and roll. Okay, Pisces, let's get weird. Where are you going? Ooh, tea. The tea is spilled. Okay, so there's information coming to you, or you're sending information towards someone else. And below the surface is the mask. There's a situation you're getting informed about, or you're informing someone else about a situation they don't know much about. The incoming energy is the whips. You're going to receive clarity on a situation, Pisces, and the outcome, right, and it's going to inform you. So it's almost like you've been walking in a landmine field with all these different landmines, and you didn't even know. So somebody's going to tell you exactly what's going on in the situation you're in, and you're going to be so wise through this. The mama bear, and especially to do with business, stuff to do with your outward life. You're getting clued in on like where the danger is. All right. Here is your first card. We have the Knight of Swords, Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra, secondary transits in air. The information is coming in, Pisces, this week. Information coming in on how to get safe in a situation, how to manage a situation. This whips is just telling you the lay of the land of what you're dealing with. Very important information. Then we have the Six of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, secondary transits in water as well. That's Scorpio, Sun in Scorpio. Sorry, that got carried away. I feel as though you have a lot of sentiment to where you were going. In some way, I just feel for Pisces overall that you're off the hook on a lot of different things. I feel like a lot of the commitments that you've made for yourself in the past year or so, have been restricting you, restraining you from going in a good direction. And you sort of made those commitments before understanding the situation. And so life is now letting you off the hook from those commitments, okay? So you promised something before you knew what you were really promising. And now you're getting the opportunity to kind of let go of that one way or another. You're not betraying anybody. It's just the way it is. And then we have the Last Judgment, making some big decisions about, how things are. I think that, so to be forewarned is to be forearmed. I don't think you're getting into a conflict. I just think you've been in a situation that hasn't been good for you, and it's born out of your compassion, sympathy, or good-naturedness towards others, and now you have to get out of it. You have to get out, and I think you are getting out to live a prosperous life. And then we have the Chariot. One of the hardest things I ever done was, I was in a relationship with somebody who turned out to be a drug addict. Like, I don't do drugs, I don't drink, but this person had a very bad substance abuse issue. And this was probably one of the deepest loves of my life. And so it was very, very hard for me to walk away from this person, and feeling guilty about that situation was heart-wrenching, just completely difficult. And this is you making peace. This is you making peace with letting someone down, and understanding. When I learned that by staying in a relationship with someone with substance abuse issues, you are enabling them to continue those substance abuse issues, then I forgave myself, because I realized that instinctively I had made the right choice, that I wasn't helping anyone by staying with this person, with him. And so I feel like a similar vibe from you here, that like you're letting go of the guilt of letting down a situation because you know that's the right path, okay? So high five to you on that. We have the learning Hierophant, right? Taurus energy on Friday. This is also ruled by Venus. So Venus Day is Friday, day of love. And so I feel like I said, forewarned is forearmed. You're getting stronger in your decisions, and you're understanding why you had to change the outside situations. It's not that you didn't like them. It's not that you were unfair. It's that it was the right thing to do. And you're getting firmer and firmer in that feeling. We've had a lot of repeat readings for you guys on this. And so that tells me that this was a significant thing that you guys had a very hard time letting go. And you're constantly healing, and it's constantly sort of, you're forgiving yourself. You're forgiving the situation for doing what's right. And that's a tough one for empaths, people who really care about others, to draw the line sometimes about what's right and wrong. But that information is coming in, that you made the right choice. And there's that apathy, the Eight of Cups, right? Saturn in Pisces. And so we have Saturn Day, no longer feeling so weighed down with the regret and feeling bad that you said no, right? And so yeah, you're no longer feeling bad about that. And then we have the Knight of Pentacles, Sunday, day of the sun. Decide which direction you are going. Decide, or seventh day if you choose your own order. But I think that you're choosing like the goal, a new goal, new horizons, Pisces. All of that is there for you. Okay, so that's really good. It wasn't actually a weird reading. It was actually really to the point. Full moon in Pisces this week, so you guys rock and roll. All right, let's see the next sign. Libra, we've done. Pisces, we've done. Libra, we've done. We've done all the cardinals. Libra really wants to be heard. Capricorn. Maybe we should watch Libra again. Capricorn. Taurus, sorry. Virgo. Hey, Virgos. Happy birthday, Virgos. The last Virgos of the Virgo season. I saw this little girl in my building and she was wearing a bathing suit. I'm like, you're gonna go swim in the how do you say, in the smoke? And her mom, it's like, oh no, she just likes to. I'm like, you don't have to tell me, it's Virgo season. So we were fine. She's so funny. Really cute little kid. Okay, so that was really funny moment today that I had. Virgo season, anything goes. And especially if you're a Virgo, right? It's like, and with the most amount of class. Lay down the law, Virgos. Let's rock and roll. All right. And Virgos, watch the beginning of this video. I think that we need some Virgo firepower here. All right, so 2. All right. She is a vibe. Yeah, that little girl. All right. She was a whole vibe, and she was, yeah, she's always great. She's like dancing and singing whenever I see her. She's gonna be a star, I can tell. All right, so let's see Virgos. Let's see what's going on. So we have, okay, there we go, Cancers and Virgos. The most powerful card in the Lenormand. X marks the spot. So the key card is like a door being flung open to new opportunities, Virgo. So if that's not a birthday present, I don't know what is. Below the surface is responsibilities, Virgo. Da da da. Okay. And then coming in, somebody with a lot of expertise and knowledge, wisdom is coming into your life to help things along in a good path. And then we have the flowers, the bouquet. Some kind of a gift is being given. There's a door opening up for you, a new path. And something's being given towards you. This is also the Queen of Spades, the Queen of Swords. Something's being given to you, a generous gift, good energy being directed towards you that will push you forward, Virgo. Let's see the next card. So yeah, something's coming in. So sorry about the glare. I have a glow light up here that's feeding all my plants. But I didn't have a chance. I don't have my lighting situation figured out yet. So we have the 3 of Wands here. Virgo, it really seems as though you're being propelled forward towards a certain path. Things are coming into your life to help you along to where you are going. So now things start to pick up and start moving for you. King of Cups on Tuesday, day of Mars. So Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, secondary transits in fire, Sag, Leo, or Aries. Somebody is giving you a push. There's a big push towards where you are going. There's also responsibilities that you feel towards the past. But I feel as though there's a lot of help. This could be a woman who's coming in, who's bringing in a lot of help. There's a real sympathetic energy here. Excuse me. There's a real sympathetic energy to push you forward, Virgo, in a good direction. I'm not sick. So we have the King of Pentacles, Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn, secondary transits in fire, Sag, Leo, or Aries on Wednesday. That could be you, Virgo. It's almost like when you know when you have like a lock, like a number lock, and you twist it this way and that way, and then it sort of locks into place. This is you when you're locking in that, and it's open, something's being unlocked. On Wednesday, you're in your zone of where you need to be. And so that energy is moving forward. Then we have the Tower on Thursday. Ooh, big day. First time the Tower came up. A big change, transformation. You call the shots. You change things in a situation, but there is something that is let's see, it feels like there's definitely something that everything's open, but there's a catch. There's a catch, or there's some kind of responsibility that you have to address. As King of Wands, Sag, Leo, or Aries. Virgo, how many men are you dating? Girl. If that person's spamming, yeah, perfect, Knitting Yogi. Thank you for putting them on timeout. I'll check out what they said, and then I'll just delete them if it's inappropriate. Oh yeah, let's just block them. Okay, so I'll just block them. Thank you for shadow ban. Bye, you and your rooster. Okay, so King of Wands on day 5, Sag, Leo, or Aries. It feels like different energies are vying for your attention, Virgo. So that joke about how many people are you dating, it's kind of legitimate. We have the Wheel of Fortune, Jupiter on Saturday, Spin of Luck. There's someone with whom you have, how do you say, unaddressed issues. That's what the Tower is. Somebody's going to reach out, the King of Wands, with whom you have some past and some no closure. This is King of Wands is the Bear, bringing in good energy. The King of Wands, King of Cups is the Bear, bringing in good energy, advice, and a push forward. This King of Wands is the burden. And the Tower is the unexpected person on day 4, Thursday, that will show up in some way. Contact you with a phone call, contact you with a text message, email, and it's unexpected that this person shows up again. Okay, someone with whom you have unaddressed issues. So like, it's not a big deal, but you're gonna have unexpected, like you never thought you would hear from them, but there they are. And then we have the Page of Cups. You're deciding where your heart is, Virgo. You're deciding what you want, what direction you want. The door is open for you, so now you need to take a step. When I'm saying like the open door, that's figurative, which means it's a metaphor for what's going on. And energetically, what's happening is new opportunities are there, and you're supposed to choose, Virgo, about what you want. Those opportunities are for you to choose what is what, you know? You're really in your energy, very strong. It's been a strong reset, and I feel like you're deciding about where you stand on things. You're deciding where you put, like where you're putting your money, like a roulette table. Imagine deciding to where you're going to put your little chits down, you know? Okay. Virgos, happy birthday. But Sunday, new beginnings, and you're going to decide, you know, exactly what's going on. Okay. All right. Let's see. Sorry, I'm getting distracted now. So now let's keep going. Cancer, we've done. Gemini. Hi, Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Let's take a look at your cards, okay, for this week. And thanks for my likes, comments, and subscribes, guys. I just saw. I'm like, ooh, you guys are really kind today. You guys vibe with what I said. Hey, girl, hey. Okay. So, come on. Okay. So we have Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Let's take a look at your cards. Hi, everyone. Gemini, right away. Queen of Cups is important in your life this week. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Heart-to-heart conversation with someone important. Okay? Okay. Okay. Oops, another card fell out. So we have the Two of Swords. And so we have a decision between a couple. You need to deliberate with someone about which direction you want to go. You're going to have a heart-to-heart conversation with the Queen of Cups, whoever that is. It can be a man or a woman, about the direction that you're going. Okay? And I'm not sure what that person said, you guys, but if you've been timed out by somebody for 300 seconds, I'm reading that comment, and that person comments a lot, and they're a really nice person. So maybe it's a misunderstanding. I don't really want to get in on your managerial ship or anything, but you know, I'm just giving you guys heads up, and if that person's like, wait a minute, what did I say? I know you're sweet, and I know you leave lots of wonderful comments and good energy. All right, so now let's take a look at Gemini's week. We're looking at the compass first. Let's see what's up with Gemini, sun, moon, and rising. Okay, so we have first the birds, which is gossip. Okay. It's funny. It's fine. That's why I said something, because I don't want there to be a misunderstanding. And, you know, on my manager's behalf, I really want to say that you guys do an amazing job, and thank you. So if the person who got shadow banned for 300 seconds, please don't be mad. It might be a misunderstanding. Okay. And there's other people who are kind of showing up who are causing problems, so they're on their toes doing this. So you guys are all great. We know who's in the know, right? Okay, so Gemini, there's conversations that need to happen this week. And I feel like it really has to do with grounding yourself. It has to do with exactly deciding which path you want to take, which path is the right path for you right now. And then we have the whips coming in, more information coming in. It's the aha moment. It's like somebody's going to clue you in on something. And I feel like you're going to understand why things work a certain way now. And then we have the labyrinth. I feel like this week, Gemini, you're going to be figuring things out. You're going to be talking to people, trying to figure out exactly what's going on. And don't expect an answer this week. And don't be worried if you don't get one, okay? You're not supposed to. The goal is the adventure, not the destination here. So you need to sit with this and figure out where you stand and what is the most authentic choice for you at this time. All right. So the whole our tarot is 7. You're not seeing clear in a situation. You need a good heart to heart with someone. You need to clarify some things. You need to figure things out. Okay. You're not seeing clearly in a situation, and your instincts to want to talk about it and figure it out are very on point. You need to get your head clear. You need to get your head right about a situation because you're not seeing it for what it is. The second part is the 7 of Wands, and that's sticking up for yourself, right? Sticking up for yourself, going in the right direction, putting your money where your mouth is, Gemini. And so this tree, the tree, it means our roots, where we are going. And so the roots, excuse me, where we are going, you have a dharma. Your roots are established in a particular path, Gemini, and at least in this part of the journey, there's some kind of energetic signature for which you're attached, and you go in that direction. You go in this direction, and now it's time for you to make choices towards that path. So if you've decided to be a singer and you want to sing, then you have to put the action behind the intention that you've made, even when things are not clear. And when there's multiple opportunities in front of you, you have to go along with what you've decided, Gemini. It's hard. It's very hard. Wednesday, we have the 9 of Pentacles, a lot of resources. Wednesday is the day of Mercury. And so this is Venus in Virgo. Deciding on what you want, using your resources mindfully and applying them towards the ends that you want, towards the outcomes that you want. Here is the next message. We have the Temperance card, Sagittarius. Okay, Sagittarius Temperance card on Thursday, day 4. Use your creativity, Gemini, with what you know. Troubleshoot. Look at the problem from multiple directions. Try to see if there's a better approach to your circumstances and to what's going on. This requires an out-of-the-box answer, and it requires that you are in some way supposed to choose or learn about this new path. This is not something you've done before. Friday, day 5, 8 of Pentacles, Sun in Virgo. All of us are under this energy at this time, which means that on Friday, you need to pick a direction and go with it. Remember, when you're figuring things out, when you're gathering information, the labyrinth and the birds, sometimes you're bound to make a mistake. You're bound to go in the wrong direction. You need to be okay with that. Gemini is good with that. You guys are the adventurers. You're the explorers. You can't be tied to being right. You need to be okay with being wrong and choosing and shifting your direction. But when you're seeking a certain path, you have to go at it with full energy, full focus, and that will ultimately lead you to who you are. Okay, good. Saturday, we have the Last Judgment, and so this is Pluto. This is like deciding which path you're going to take. This is like saying, this is the way, this is the choices I'm going to make to get what I want. Even if the outside world right now is not in alignment with me, I'm going to make those decisions and carefully put my efforts behind the directions I want. Okay? Mind over matter. And then we have it's tough. It's so easy to get pulled off your path. 6 of Cups, Sun in Scorpio. It'll automatically feel good. It'll automatically feel like on Sunday, day 7, it'll feel like you're in the right direction. And it's all a matter of getting firm with yourself and settling down with yourself to decide, the path you're on, to decide to commit to the path you're on. All of that energy. Okay, Gemini. Okay, so now we're going to do Scorpio. Hey Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Euphoric Concepts, welcome back to my channel. Good. All right. So Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising Scorpiana. Euphoric Concepts, you aren't an Aquarius, are you? Because Scorpiana knocked you out. And that's the typical relationship between Aquarius and Scorpio. It's like butting heads. It's all good. Let's all be friends. But it would be hilarious. Yeah, I know she is. Just funny. Okay. And Scorpiana, you do a great job. So thank you. All right. So seven cards for the Scorpios in the house. Hey. All right. Good. All right, 7 cards for you guys. Now let's take a look at your compass, Scorpios. I had a great reading with a Scorpio client this week. 7 transits in Scorpio. Crazy. All right. So let's take a look at Scorpio. Destination, loyalty and trust. Hey girl, hey. So loyalty, trust, friendship. That's where you're going, Scorpio. And maybe some travel to do with that. Ooh, okay. So non-local, like willingness to shift direction. Let's shift around in the matrix to get to where we need to be. Your goal is to situate yourself with good friends and strong relations. I feel like that comes from a lot of success that you've experienced in the past, but it was empty. This person was showing off their house today, and she was very proud of it, but it was so vacant and like empty, and so I feel like when you know that emptiness of success, then you know where your priorities are, right? Like when you feel yourself lonely in like this how do you say, crystal castle? Hey, crystal castle's in the house, but when you find yourself lonely in this kind of like, it feels like a hospital, like a vacant space, and then you realize what's important. I think that's the energy for Scorpio right now. Then we have the man. Everybody's getting action. Ooh, the man's coming in. Scorpio, you're going to see the man. And then we have Bouquet and flowers, ladies. Hey. So it looks like bonding for Scorpio is strong this week. If there's love opportunities, they're going to be very good. You're wondering whether or not to go in a big direction forward, fast direction forward, new direction, new hope. The bouquet means you're receiving something. You're receiving something really nice. So congratulations. Okay, so first card we have is the Seven of Wands. So in some way, it's like, again, there's this strong energy for all the signs of like putting down your effort where you want to go, right? Like you have to be the voice of change in your environment. And the things that you will say, you will become ultimately. So if you're going to be loyal and if you're going to be this wonderful friend and all this stuff, then you have to go do that. And I think that if you want friends, then you have to be adamant on being a friend. If you want loyalty, then you have to be adamant on being loyal. It's just the way it is. Okay. Yeah. Be that change agent. 100. And then we have the World. There's a lot of references to travel. Some of you guys might travel. I have been through the quarantine trying to downplay moments of travel just because I don't want to encourage people to travel, especially during this time and especially coming into the autumn season. Very important for us to sort of acknowledge that it's not safe to travel, but maybe travel like maybe astral travel, or maybe like, you know, just watch a movie from far away or make that connection somewhere far away this week, Scorpio. And then Wednesday, Ace of Swords, communication. I feel like you're reaching out far, far away. Reaching out, receiving gifts from far, making those connections. You know, I don't mean to take that man away from you, but he's coming into the picture, okay? There's a man coming into the picture. And he's been waiting for this opportunity a long time. And then we have the Seven of Cups. I love knowing that I'm making you guys stay up till 1 o'clock in the morning. That's like an ego trip for me. Okay, so we have the Seven of Cups, Thursday, day 4. And so there's more that you need to figure out about the situation. There's other things there. You're going to find out more. And I think that, you know, it's not a bad thing. There's just more for you to know. Friday, day 5, we have the Six of Cups, Sun in Scorpio. Friday is Venus Day, as we know. And so, you know, go with your passion, go with your gut instinct. Several signs are getting this message, like go after who you want, right? Go after the people and the situations that are meaningful for you and make those heart-centered connections. And then the Sun, hey girl, hey, look at that, Saturday, you've done well. The other thing that I picked up from your reading right off the beginning was that somehow you have settled your karma and the universe is happy, okay? So the universe is happy and affirmative on Saturday, and it's giving you, Saturn Day is giving you some kind of confirmation of that. Gifts. I think you've been a loyal friend. I think that loyalty is now mirroring back to you in a positive way. And then we have the Queen of Swords, Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra. Secondary transits in water, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. You're going to make a Sunday a call on a situation, a decision. You need to pivot. You change your direction, pivot. You shift from one situation, to another. You're going in one situation to another. Queen of Swords, okay? And so in order to get one thing, this new thing that you've identified, or the thing that you've known for a while, the friend or companion that you are now confirming, you have to in some way prune away the things that in your life that are in some way holding you back. So in order to have one thing, in order to have time for one thing, you're going to have to remove some other things that are eating your time up. Okay? So, all right, Scorpio, I hope you guys have a nice week, and I'll see you soon. Okay? So yes. All right. And then remember the full moon. That's what I was thinking about. Your full moon is in the 5th house, right? So it's in your house of love, family, all those kinds of things, like children, romance. So it's like the heart knows where it wants to go, Scorpio. Which sign do we have left? Is anybody keeping track? Virgo, we've Sag, Leo. Hey, Leo. Let's do Leo. Meow, meow, you guys. How are you doing? Welcome to the club. Oh, 2 more. Sag and Leo. I know which ones. Thank you. Yes. Hi, Julie. How are you? Oh, long time no hear. Okay. Yeah. Leo. Meow, meow, Leos. I always want to say meow, meow, MF, but it's YouTube. Just as a joke. Some people would not understand it either. I want to say it as a Leo. Like if I was like a full-bred Leo, I would be like, in my head, whenever I show up, it's like meow, meow, MF. Get out of my kitchen. Okay, Leos, let's take a look at the compass. Let's find out which direction we're going in. All right, let's find out what's good. So we have okay, so a little bit of labyrinth action, trying to decide which way to go, and motivated by a lot of different opportunities. So the world is your oyster right now. You have a lot of opportunities on the horizon, trying to figure out what's good. There's a lot of stability in your home. So your home is becoming a safe space for you to, like if it's a bad day, you know you can go home and feel good. So your home's becoming increasingly positive. Ooh, lucky. This is the first time this has shown up this week. So the stars remind us that you are on a fated path. This week you will feel as though, not aimless, but you will not exactly know which way you're going, Leo. That's okay. You are going in the right direction. It's emerging. So be patient with that. Here is the next message. We have the King of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. King of Cups is my relationship card, Leo. So a lot of focus on the perfect relationship, whether you date men or not. Maybe you're waiting for somebody to communicate to you. You're not sure about a relationship and you're waiting for someone to communicate to you that they're ready and they're open for it. And then day 2, Tuesday, we have the 8 of Swords. I really sense that there's this kind of waiting for someone to tell you something. If you're waiting on someone to tell you that they love you, it's kind of like you're waiting for that. Like you're just tell me already, and you don't know. There's a little bit of a question mark here. Wednesday, we have the Ace of Wands. You're also the only one to get this card today. And you know what this card is, ladies. Let them know in the comments what this card represents, because I can't say it in the video, but it's a good time. Okay, so Leo, you have Wednesday, the Ace of Wands, the D card, and you have a push in the new direction, hope on the horizon, a positive event happens in your life, and breakthrough moment, luck and opportunity. Then we have the 5 of Pentacles on Thursday, okay? 5 of Pentacles on Thursday. And so what that means is that in some way, I think that you're addressing that question of who is on your side, who's with you, who's your allies. You're just bonding with someone over the need to be there with others. You're figuring out your bearings with other people, like who's who to you and who's what. I think you're going to have a conversation with one specific person on day 4 on Thursday that's going to tell you in some way it's going to really help you understand what they mean in your life in a positive way. This person's in some way going to show this is someone I can trust, this is someone who's loyal. Friday, day 5, we have the 5 of Wands, okay? Nervous territory, I think, nervous about the past. You're definitely waiting on somebody else's input into your situation. And I think that you're hoping for a positive outcome. Let me tell you, there is a positive outcome. But throughout this week, before it's confirmed, you're going to be freaking out a little bit to wonder if it's going to work out. And then Saturday, you have negative thoughts about this relationship. You have doubt in your mind, and I know it's from past letdowns. I don't think you have a reason to be worried because whatever's happening this week, the outcome is positive, okay? And then we have the King of Swords, Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra. I think that in some way you're waiting for somebody's input on your situation. Leo, you're waiting on somebody's input on your situation too much, and you by Sunday will get a firm grasp of what you want and what direction you're seeking, and you're going to figure out a strategy or plan with regard to where you're going, okay? So you're going to figure out what to choose from this garden, where to go, where to back off. This feels to me like cold feet from previous bad relationships, like the fear of opening up to someone, you know, the fear of being intimate with someone because you're worried about a broken heart. I think you need to have a good talk with yourself this week, Leo, because that talk will give you strength and perseverance through doubts that you're having about your situation. It's not about what they tell you. It's about what you decide is happening in this situation. Okay? All right. So that's that. Now, let's move on to the latest and the greatest Sagittarians. All right? Straight out of Yuma here on the Veroosh channel. Okay. Let's see. Well, that's not going to work. Oh, there we go. Okay. So we have Sag, last but not least, and then we're going to do a collective. So thanks everyone for watching. And I'll just remind to make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to make the energy real. All right. So 7 cards, 7 messages. Okay, so choose your own order and we'll look at the compass. Yay! Hey, Saggies. Okay, so let's see. So we have, the goal is the man. Okay, Sag. All right, so you have someone on your mind. If you're not in a relationship, then you have the goal of the man is on the mind. Amen, men in general. Let's see the next message. I think that maybe you're not sure about what you want from a man right now, or you may not be clear about exactly what path to take in a situation. If you're single, then you in some way feel as though you don't know what kind of man, like you need to get firmer on what kind of man you want. And then if you're in a relationship and you're figuring it out, there's like a push and pull in this relationship a little bit right now. The incoming energy is loyalty. You have a better situation than what you are giving it credit for. Like, I think that you're in some way skeptical or shy in this situation, Sag, but I think that if you're dealing with a specific man, then he's going to really come through for you. Very good energy. And then we have the sky coming through. I think you're going to get very selective this week. You're going to choose like some things between what's right and what's wrong. So I feel like you are going to say, I want this pine cone and not this ladybug. And then you're going to just choose from among a bunch of things you want, and you're going to create your reality, okay? And that includes relationships with people. Then we have the Hanged Man. You have a bit of time to wait. Things are not coming through as quickly as you'd like them to because things are, how do you say, they're sort of up in the air. So not everything is settled or figured out yet right now, okay? And that's okay. You don't have to have everything figured out. Day 2, Tuesday, we have the 7 of Pentacles. Lots of people using this energy right now. So on Tuesday, day of Mars, you're figuring out where things are going. You're investing in the future, and you're investing in the future and deciding your medium to long-term goals within the situation. So regardless of the man or a man or men that you are dating or a specific man, I think that you're waiting and just being preoccupied with what kind of man, what should I be looking for, how do I deal with the man I'm dealing. I think you're going to sort of cut that out, and I think you're going to relax and know that what you want is a friend, a companion, a friend, someone you can trust. That's end of story. Whoever's on that list is great. Whoever's not, bye-bye. They used to say bye, Felicia, remember? So you're saying bye all the time. But I feel like you're going to get firm, that you just essentially, when you remove all the lists and all the desires and all these questions, you want for yourself loyalty. And now you can focus on your own, like cut out the wondering and like the going around in your head about a situation, and focus on money, focus on your growth, and focus on yourself. Wednesday, so day 3, Page of Swords, Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra. Somebody comes in with a new offer, or someone, how do you say? You know when they say that somebody is like they are down energy, they have low energy, and when something happens, that's when people take a crap on you. So when you're down, then people sort of pick on you more. I have a feeling that someone in your weak moment sort of is targeting you or being sort of nasty, okay? And then we have the Temperance Sagittarian card. But before it bothered you, now you don't. This person's ill-willed. This person's mean-spirited. They're just, and they're coming through in some way with BS, nasty words, nasty comments. Subversion, that's the word, and you don't need it, and you rise above it, and it's the Sagittarian card, the Temperance, and you know you have good friends coming in for you. You know you're changing your path. No more wondering. That's what I'm getting. No more question marks, no more wondering. Day 5, Friday, Judgment, last big decision. I was going to say last decision, so maybe if you've had a recurring relationship with someone else, maybe no more back and forth with this person. Final decision. And then Saturday we have the Page of Cups, a new relationship potential, new horizons beginning. A lot of people are getting this because they're opening their heart in a new direction. And then 7, we have the King of Pentacles, Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn, secondary transits in fire, Sag, Leo, or Aries. There he goes. So this is a person who's like locked in on their goal. This could be you in some way meeting someone next weekend. That's possible. You guys have heard about situations in which when you finally let someone go, then that is when, how do you say this? When you finally let someone go, that is when sometimes the right person comes in almost immediately. So it's like, it feels like all the kind of going around in your head about the same situation is coming to an end. And almost immediately, once you make that decision, what you want starts coming in. Very, very nice. Space opens up. Exactly. High five, you guys. All right. I'm glad you guys had fun today. I had fun. You know, I thought, let's do a reading. We can do a reading for the collective, but I'm going to do something else. Hold on one sec. So we have, so we have this, which is, I used to do this all the time. You know, like charms and stuff, I used to do those on my daily show. But this is my fortunes. They're like fortune cookies. So I'm going to read one for every single sign. So if you're doing the time cap, then just tell me. But I'll read one for every single sign. I'm not going to like bring it up to the camera because it's silly, but if you can maybe make it out from here. So this is Aries. Your talents are in fine shape. Utilize them to their fullest. And then you're supposed to say in bed. So okay, Aries, that's your message. All right. You guys can say in the comments in bed whenever I read one. So we have, if you want. So we have Aries, Taurus. We have you will have good luck and overcome any hardships in bed. Okay. And then we have Gemini. You will be the guest of a gracious host in bed. Just joking. And then Cancer, we have executive ability in your makeup will lead you to success in bed. Okay. Leo, right? I haven't missed one. So someone will look to you for help and advice in bed. Virgos, we have you can go ahead with your new ideas. Oh, Virgo. Virgo's being bad in bed. Okay. Libra, let's see your message. We have the tide of change approaches in bed. All right. Scorpio. Scorpio's long. Okay, so your keen sense of humor will make many good friends in bed. That's like Scorpio heaven. Many good friends in bed. All right, so then we have Sagittarius. We have there is tendency to carry activities too far in bed. Capricorn, we have you are deeply attached to your family and home in bed. And then we have Aquarius. Oh, okay. Appearances can be deceiving. Remember, endurance makes gold in bed. And then Pisces, last but not least. An outgoing attitude is the key to your efforts in bed. So that was fun. So let's do a collective reading that we've had a break. So that's my coconut shell with the fortunes that I had everything in a box, so I took some stuff up. Okay, that was fun. We'll do it once in a while. Yeah. All right. I'll do them on Twitter. Let's do that. Okay. That was fun. All right. So let's rock and roll. So we have 7 cards. So you choose your order or ask separate questions. This is a collective message for everybody who's watching. Thank you for your likes, comments, shares, and subscribes. They make the energy real, and I don't know, I hope they make your life good. That's important for me. All right, so now let's take a look at the compass. You guys, are you ready to see where we're going? Wow, 2 hours. It really flew by. We had so much fun. Yeah. Hey girl, hey, in bed. All right. Well, I mean, it's not inappropriate. We're watching, it's like, I don't know, we're having a sleepover in bed. It's easy to make it PG, right? All right, so destination for the collective. So we have the coffin. Okay, so definitely we're approaching a cycle of some things coming to an end, and that's a good thing. I think that the cycle of what's coming to an end is the bad things are being removed, and a lot of power has accrued over us before the whole Rona situation happened. And we were living underneath, even when I was doing my first degree in politics, my second degree is politics, but in those early days, I remember that was like a long time ago, and that's, that power was solidifying over us, and we lived under it, and there was already statistics about how much we were missing out in life, consecutively getting less and less, right? But life kept going, and we kept on getting gaslit and continuing to do what we do and being we kept on being the receivers of other people's decisions. Like, we were being allotted a lot of things that weren't good for us in the long term and being told that these things are good. So hopefully those things, that manipulation, that gaslighting is going to go. And everybody's in bed. Yeah, exactly. Below is the fish. So much broader opportunities opening up for you at this time, this week. and and you are far stronger than what you think. There's much more there for you than meets the eye. And the things that are coming to an end are only small things, because where you are going, the significant place, is very rich, very enriching. And then you're going to find something. You're going to find something this week, the spyglass, and look at something deeper, an insight or some kind of inspiration, an eye-opening piece of information coming into your life. And with that is the key. Look at this key, number 33. I'm a 33-6, you guys. Let me know in the comments what your numerology is. It's very curious. So whenever I've gotten the key, I've got it 3 times, Cancer, Virgo, and now. So what's emerging for all of us collectively is a new door opening, right? Keys, doors opening. This is a new path. So the cycle of end, something's coming to an end, but the stalemate is coming to an end. And what's coming to pass is the end of the blockages, yeah? And then we have the card, we have the 7 of Swords, Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra. Some people really say bad things about this card, but this is about being a survivor. This is about, in some way, look at it, there's the fox, right? Like, because this is the same person that made this deck. These 2 decks are made by the same person. So there's his little fox. Cunning. You know, this is Moon in Aquarius. I have Moon in Aquarius. There are many very, very sticky situations I've been in life, and this gets me out. Also, my Uranus in the 12th house is a lifesaver, but so this is you getting, like, imagine, I remember I was in school in politics, and I was being taught by this amazing teacher. He was from the London School of Economics, and very inspirational guy, and I really loved him. He was like, what, you know, when you have teachers that open up your mind, who teach beyond the curriculum, people who, there's teachers like that just feed just generic stuff, and he gave us more. And I remember he asked us this question, this not logic questions, ethics question, about if you're in a car and the brakes are off and it's going downhill, you know, and then so there was something like a baby at the end of the road, and you can how do you say, what do you do? Do you hit the brakes, or do you hit the baby or something? And you know, the point is that I said swerve into the side of the wall, which wasn't one of the options, but the point of this is that there are other options. Think outside of the box. It's not like a linear thing. Sorry, I explained that very poorly because I don't remember the example really well. But the point is that, like, there's always another option, right? There's always, think outside the box, think critically. I really sense this, like, foxy, like, getting yourself out of a stigma, a bad situation, cunning, with opening new doors, you know, like, you know, quitting a job to go in another direction, or I don't know, breaking up with someone and then going to see someone else. I mean, it's your life to live, and so live it well. And don't be caught up with what they tell you to do over and over again. Day 2, Tuesday, 7 of Wands. I hope we get a 777. Stick hard. This is also a message several signs got. Like, stick to your guns. And then Wednesday, we have 6 of Cups. Wednesday, Mercury. And then, like, you call out to the universe for friends and allies, and here they come, the little fishies. Your network is broad and it's growing. And then Thursday, we have the King of Swords. So King of Swords brings you power on Thursday, the 4th day of Jupiter. So this person comes in with a bang, and this person in some way empowers you to the direction you're going. 5th day, the Ace of Wands. Friday, Venus Day. Opening doors Friday, new opportunities. Go in the path of least resistance. Let go of staring at the freaking dead end that you have, right? Saturday, you have the Nine of Cups. This is the first time this card came out. You get exactly what you want. This is a, you know, it feels like you're against the same problem over and over again, and you're very stubborn in where you're going, and that's the right path. And through that, you get that emotional, you connect with the energy emotionally, and through that, the answer comes in. It manifests, and like a bolt of lightning, it opens up the key. It opens up your path. Sunday, we have the Knight of Wands, Sag, Leo, or Aries. There's like non-committal energy here, which means that if something's hurting you, you get the crap out. You do not have to be, how do you say, committed or loyal to things that hurt you. Things that hurt you are not loyal to you, and loyalty and respect are a two-way street. You don't owe it to anybody else. So you choose your own path, you know? Screw everything else that's holding you back, because you don't know where you're going to grow to, you know? You don't know where you're going to grow from. But right now you're getting pruned, and now it's time to go. Okay? So you guys have fun. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thanks for the long chat and all the love and support. You guys are the best. Members, I will post the rest of the relationship compatibility tomorrow. Rochelle, thank you for becoming a member tonight. That was a really nice surprise. I'll talk to you guys soon. Take care and good luck. And be good to each other. Bye.